Hello, Peter C. Hayward here, doing my daily Solforge video. Just waiting for it to know that I'm online. There we go. My daily login reward today is a Graveborn Glutton. That is a very lovely card. I like him. The art's yucky, but the the card is really good. Today I'm playing against Bobby with a new deck that I've been working on, because I'm all about the new decks at the moment. I've called it Flameshaper because Flameshapers, but I wanted to have a go at a Flameshaper Savant Mono Tempest deck. I've had a few games with it. I'm not going the route of the Tempest avatar and the Necrium avatar. Savant. I wanted to go at Flameshaper Savant. I'm not doing Tempest and Necrium Savant. I'm just doing Fire Savant because I wanted to try it, and I'm not going to activate him on lower level Dreadbolts, which is the only non-Tempest card in there. Let's see if Bobby has challenged me to a game. He has. He said he's playing a new fun deck against me tonight, so I'm curious to see what that is. Challenge sent. I'm in. So the aim of this deck is just to get your. It's got your standard shaper tools. It's got the. Oh, that's another. Oh, that is a good hint. The trick to this deck is not leveling up any spells. So the first whole round, unless like you're being faced with a Grim God or something like that, you don't level up any spells. You level up your Master of Elements, your what are they called? Your Flameshaper Savants. I'm really out of it today. I don't know why. That's weird. Master of Elements and Flameshaper Savants. Then when you get to level 2, you can start activating your Static Shocks off the deck name Stag Overflow. I'm guessing it's going to be a health deck. When you get to level 2 and 3, you start activating your Savants with your Static. It's just, you know this deck. Everyone's seen this deck. It's your standard deck. Ooh. I don't know what to do about that. Interesting play. I'm going to chuck an Everflame down in front of it. Can I kill it? Yeah, I can kill it this turn with an Assyrian Mystic and a Spark. Do I want to do that? Yes. Assyrian Mystic means I'm not leveling up my Everflame, but Everflame's actually quite good at level 2, so that's okay. And let's chuck this guy over here. I like this deck because it can be played as a stall deck, or you can play it, which actually you can play it as a rush deck, which I should be doing now that I think about it, because he's obviously leveling up to level 3, but we'll see how we go. Because it's got the Stormforge avatars and mostly Tempest cards, so you can get them out, the Everflames. It's got some really good level 1 cards that you can really just kind of overtake the board with if they're playing a slow burn deck, or if they're playing a if they're playing a rush deck. I don't know what he's doing, and it's strange. If they're playing a rush deck, then you can join in the rush. So I'm going to Shaper, Master of Elements, and Storm. Yeah, I'm going to Stormforge. So I should be rushing now. That would be the sensible play. I don't know what he's doing. By chucking my Flame out here, then his Taliesin will stay alive on his turn, and I should get a second play out of it. Possibly should have moved my Everflame over, because the Master of Elements on the end there is going to die, and that would give him some room to move, but more likely the Everflame's going to die. So, I think I might... I don't know what to do here. If all goes to plan, his Taliesin will be on 1 health, so I can take that out with pretty much anything. If he starts playing anything scary, then I'll start Dreadbolting, but it doesn't look like it's a... He said it was an overflow of Stag, so to use outside knowledge, I'm not really expecting much in the way of good targets for Dreadbolt. Echo Wisp and Gox. So I can Firestorm to take out his entire side and leave mine alive, and then I can Flameshaper and Assyrian Mystic, and I think that is what I shall do. What is he doing? Stag Overflow, I see, because this guy's crap. So yeah, come level 3, I'm going to be facing up against a bunch of Talisons. I've never seen a Taliesin deck before. It's interesting. I'm going to Dreadbolt and then Firestorm, and that still takes out his whole side. And I'm going to Shaper as my third play, because this is, after all, a Shaper deck. And I'm getting a little bit scared because I don't know what he's doing. I've managed to take out, what's that, 30 of his health, which is nice. There we go. So, Flameshaper and 3 activations all in one turn is very nice. There's not much you can really throw at me that can survive that. So yeah, that's what? Flameshaper, and then 2 damage from the static shocks, 5 from... This is a crazy... I really think they're going to have to nerf this, because this is actually a crazy, crazy deck at the moment. Because that's 3 activations of the Shaper is 12 damage, plus the 7 damage from the other 2 is 19 damage, and I get a pretty decent creature on the board. I'm going to aim both of the static shocks at Gox, and the rest of the damage I'm going to do to the head. So he's obviously building up his Talisons, and then relying on his Gox to draw them all. I still think, like, I'm playing this Shaper deck as it will be played after the patch, and I still think it's too powerful, because you shouldn't be able to clear the board and do this much damage and get a decent creature out and level so many cards all in one turn. I think that there's something broken in there somewhere that they're gonna have to work on, because it's crazy. Like, presuming my Flameshaper's alive and hasn't been Botanimated, I can now... I see you hate fun decks. I don't hate fun decks, I just wanted to show how this Flameshaper deck works really well in this game. I've been doing pretty well with it online. Yeah, so now I get to play Master of Elements, free Static Shock, free Firestorm, and an Everflame Phoenix. Probably get 2... Like, if I had another level 1 card, I'd get to have 3 activations for my Flameshaper once more. Yeah. Currently, Tempest is broken due to this one card. And I really love taking advantage of this, but I just wanted to kind of show it off before it gets fixed in the patch. Let's go. Static Shock to the head. 4 damage to the head. Firestorm taking out his board, leaving my dudes alive. And another 4 to the head. And an Everflame Phoenix, just for fun. This is a broken deck. And I'm not playing this to be like, look at how great I am, I've broken it. I'm playing it out to be like, I don't know what you can actually do against this. It does rely on draws. Like, if I was lucky there to draw a Flameshaper and 2 Static Shocks and something else, and then a Master of Elements and another Static Shock. But even with worse luck than that, it's a very, very strong deck. Like, there's really not much you can do to come back from this, because he hasn't got his... Oh, there we go, there's a Talison, but that just gives me 3 plays this turn. 2 Talisons. I get 4 plays this turn. Which means that I'll get to use all the cards in my arsenal, except for the Dreadbolt. And if that Dreadbolt was a Static Shock, so, let's see. I want to do 20 damage to him. Do your worst. I will. So, Flameshaper is definitely going to be my first play, no matter what. Lightning Spark brings him down to within reach of 2 Flameshapers. But I'm not going to get enough. I'm not going to get enough to take both of these guys out, so... I don't think so, unless I've miscounted. Let's find out. Let's do my damage to this guy. Yeah. So I can take one of them out. I'm going to take the one that's going to kill my Shaper otherwise. Are you laughing at me? My fiancée is behind me on the bed, giggling. And while I agree that, you know, my technique of trying to kill him is hilarious, I'm not quite sure what she's giggling at. Yeah, Flameshaker's busted. Like, I'll see if Bobby wants to play a second game just to like pit it against a more competitive deck. Because I guess Metasculpts can take him out pretty easily, but you have to draw them at the exact right time. And this deck's pretty good no matter when you draw most of the elements. So, I'm going to lose my Everflame Phoenix here, obviously. I'm going to play a Master of Elements in its place. Assuming yep, so it looks like my Shaper's going to be alive. I might just do all my damage straight to the head, and play an Assyrian Mystic on top of that. Because, quite frankly... Okay, so Assyrian Mystics... Ooh. What a lot of cards. I see how his deck works. Ah, and then the Stags to get the health back. Okay, so... Let's see... I can do a fair bit of damage to the head. 7 plus 2 Shaper activations is, that's 7 and 8. That's 15. I can stop that Root Forged avatar from killing me. And I don't know what to play for my last turn. Oh, I'm going to take out that Frostwild and put an Ashurian Mystic out. There we go. Gives me a little bit more damage, a little bit more board presence. I should have taken out that Root Forged avatar, actually, because that would have kept my Shaper alive for one more turn. Oh well, you live and you learn. If it comes down to... yeah, definitely should have taken out that. What do we got here? Ashurian... yes, Ashurian Mystic will do 6. Master of Elements will probably counter whatever he plays. I'd be surprised if he plays anything that can survive a Master of Elements. It'll get me a free Firestorm, but depending on what's left standing, that might not be the best play. We're entering level 3 here with him. He's got 3 Talismans on the board, which is a little bit scary. Okay, so I'm going to Master of Elements, and then Firestorm, and then Ashurian Mystic, and that'll do 15. He will, however, most likely draw his Talismans, but he won't get to activate them this turn. So all I need to do is draw my... is draw some Lightning Sparks, and I can take him out before... 1 Lightning Spark is all I need, unless he plays a Ghost Ride Stag, which is pretty likely. Well, we got Flameshaper and a Static Shock and Lightning Spark. I'm good. I can do, what's that, 7, 9, 17 damage to him this turn, no matter what he does. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why this deck type is broken. I can do 17 damage no matter what he does, and have a 12-16 creature on the board. I mean, I know there are cards that'll let you do... Actually, no, there's nothing that'll let you do 17 damage to the head. Oh, no, that's not true. If you get 2 Lightning Sparks, then you're doing 24 damage to the head, but you're not getting any other advantage, and you're not leveling anything. I will be leveling 2 cards, laying out a nice card, and doing 17 damage to my friend Bobby. Oh, plus he has to block those 2 just to survive, and I got my Master of Elements. That was brutal. I'm going to see if he wants to go once more. One more, question mark. Hit me with your best deck, question mark. And my daily reward for that horribly cheap win is a Deep Brand Ancient, which is a heroic, I believe. Yeah, a lot of those. I don't have any packs, do I? No, no packs. But I am sticking to fun decks. Okay, I'm just... Who's Smurf Boogie? Why is that coming up as my quick play option? That's weird. I've said hit me with your best deck. I don't think he saw that before he replied. We'll find out. I don't think I ran through the construction. I'm a bit vague today. Sorry if this is a bit of a vague video. It's my vague day. New card got announced. I was very excited. It is the opposite of the Justicar that got released. So every time you play a creature and it doesn't come from your hand, it gets a bonus. So clearly that's the theme of this little mini expansion. So this deck is Flameshaper because it's a dickhead deck. 3 Ashurian Mystics for that direct damage, which is so helpful. 2 Dreadbolts because I was losing a lot to the big creatures. This one is designed specifically for you. Yeah, I was losing to Grimgaunt Devourers at level 2, and so the Dreadbolts are just to take care of that kind of threat. Flameshaper. Let's go. Poor Bobby. He's put together all these fun decks, and I'm playing the most ridiculously overpowered competitive deck. It does rely a lot on draws. Like, already I'm happy with this, as Master of Elements. I have not gone first in a long time. Just by chance. Every game I've played. Your Mono Tempest Black Rocks, play it again if you will. Thank you, I will. I will probably not play this much more after this, until the new set comes out. It's just not interesting. Like, it's very powerful. I might play it if any tournaments come out. But, it's just not particularly an interesting deck. It's too easy. Oh, here we go. So, I got nothing against Zymus. That's what this deck is very weak to, Zymus. But the aim is to actually kill them before you get to level 3 at all. So I'm going to block that and play a Master of Elements in the middle here. Yeah, the aim of this deck is to win before Zymus can come into play. Like you saw in that last game, That one was winning before he could get the talismans out. It looked like a fun deck. I just didn't give it a chance at all because I used this crazy deck. Yeah, so I don't think I'll play this much more. I think this is about as strong as you can get. It's got the Stormforge for that kind of early if you need to rush. Ooh, Shrog. Knight of the Living Shrog. Alright, so it's a Zymus Shrogrias deck. It's interesting. I can see how people are like, this game is not a free-to-play game. This game is for people who put money into decks, and that's how they get all these crazy good cards. Because to a certain extent, that's actually sort of true. Like, currently, he and I are playing a deck that mine has 3 Phoenixes in it. His has, I'm guessing, 3 Shrogriases and 3 Zymuses. So we're playing just decks chock full of legendaries that require the support of having all the right heroics and then commons and rares everyone has. So I can see why people say this game isn't free to play, but it's free to play. It's just not free to have all the best cards in the game, which makes sense. Like, you can't make a game that's free to have all the best cards in the game. That would be a total money loser. Let's chuck a Stormforge there to take him out, and Everflame. So yeah, the trick to this is really never ever leveling up your spells in level 1. Unless, like, I think I leveled up 1 last time to take out a soul card. What's nice about it too is it has the Everflame backup, so even if you get your ass kicked, if you don't draw any of your Shapers, or your Master of Elements, which are 2 very strong cards in their own right, you do draw all your Everflames. If you don't, then you can use your Everflames at level 2 to trigger a Shaper, and have an awesome card on the deck. I played one earlier today with this deck where I won just purely on Everflames. I had like 4 out at once at one point. It was just crazy. So yeah, there's a few different win conditions here. But its crazy power all comes from this dickhead of a card. I really dislike this card. I know I'm playing a deck of it, but oh, nice, Dreadbolt. Probably going to Everflame in front of the Keeper there. And I think chuck down... Oh, I could Stormbringer. Haha. Undying Zymus, very nice. Yeah, I'm going to chuck an Everflame down and then Stormbringer, because he will then duck over and immediately kill that Zymus. And Stormbringer is a nice card to level. And I don't want to level all 3 Everflames, because then there's always that chance that you'll be stuck. Or I could chuck an Ashurian down for some quick damage. Yeah, I'm going to go Ashurian and Stormbringer. So he will trade with him and then go over and take out Zymus as well. So I just want to get this damage pounded through while the Shrogrias and Zymus are still in their relatively weak level 1 and 2 stages. I should have probably been leveling up my Dreadbolt to deal with Shrogrias, but I'm hoping to have him dead by then. So I'm almost definitely going to play another Ashurian Mystic here, just to keep that direct damage going through. And I think a Stormforge? Don't know. Ah, nice. Level 2 Zymus, level 2 Zymus! Ouch! Come on, Stormbringer, go over and take that one out. Go right over to the middle there. You can do it. Now, I definitely don't want to level up my Uranti Bolts, because level 1 Uranti Bolt is actually the best Tempest card against a... what are they called? Against a level 3 Zymus. Oh shit. I always forget that the order that you play the Stormforge matters. Well, because of that, I'm going to play an Everflame. Yeah, because level 1 Uranti Bolt will give him Defender and not kill him. Because the level 2 and 3 kill him, which means he just comes back straight away. Level 1 gives him Defender. It's a waste of a Master of Elements. Probably going to Master and Ashurian Mystic, I think. Wish I draw into my Shrogs. Yeah, I'm going to Master of Elements. I know it's not super useful right now because I don't have any spells, but I just want to level that guy because he has such a big body, and I play 3 of them, yeah. I thought you might, Bobby. I thought there might be a 3rd Shrogrias in your deck that is named after him. I wish I had 3 Shrogriases. I'd build a shit ton of nice decks. I don't have any Zymus. I have 1 Shrogrias. I don't have any Lyria, which is a fun card as well, and I don't have any Heart Tree, and the one whose name I can never remember. Oh, another level... So I'm facing 3 level 3 Zymuses when we get to that. I can just, really just hope that he doesn't draw them at all. That would be nice. And definitely a Stormbring, just because he takes out either Zymus the Undying or Keeper of the Damned. I'm hoping Keeper, to be honest, because yeah, there's no way to play my Shurian Mystic. Keeper of the Damned plus Zymus is a very nice combination. Oh, that's a really nice combo. This is a fun deck. I can see why he likes it. A little bit worried I'm in drawing my Shapers. Probably going to Master of Elements, and then Static, and then Firestorm, I guess? No, it doesn't seem like the greatest of plays. I would have much preferred to have taken out the Keeper, but that's okay. So he's going to obviously put that onto Zymus the Undying. What is Master of Elements? Master of Elements and then Static Shock to the Keeper, and then Firestorm takes out just the Keeper, really. But I don't want to live. Oh, okay. So now, okay. So now definitely Firestorm is a good play here. It takes out 1, 2, 3 of his cards. Oh no, it doesn't take out the Grimgaunt anymore because that has now been biganated. Oh, please hit the Grimgaunt. Please hit the Grimgaunt. Damn it. That's annoying. Chuck him there. Oh, that Grimgaunt's going to get big. I'm going to Static Shock to the head, I guess. Oh crap, you gotta play the Stormforged first. I always forget that. Let's chuck him there. That was a stupid play, because he would have survived Zymus too. Damn it. Oh no, he wouldn't, because of the Firestorm. Still a stupid play. And I've positioned my Stormforge in such a way that my Stormbringer can't take out his Zymus. Another bad play. That's 2 big misplays in that turn. Here's my friend. And 2 Static Shocks. Okay, so I'm doing 10 damage with Flameshaper and the 2 Static Shocks, and then I can have a Dreadbolt, which, to go against the Grimgaunt might be a good play. So, currently, everyone on the board is dying except for my Stormbringer, which is very nice, unless he manages to buff his Grimgaunt. And I don't care about you, other Grimgaunt Predator. Oh crap, yes I do, because you just got really big. I think I'm gonna... I'm tempted to just ignore the Grimgaunt Devourer. Oh no, I'll play the Dreadbolt against him, if that works. Flameshaper in the corner. Static Shock to the head. 4 damage. This is the first Flameshaper level 2 I've drawn. Like I said, this deck really relies on you drawing the Flameshapers at the right time. Static Shock, Static Shock. Having said that, I drew a really nice hand to go with them. Dreadbolt. Bam. So, I'm facing almost definitely a Zymus here. But can I get my 28 damage through before he manages to kill me with his Zymuses? That's the question. The answer is, with that hand, probably not. Can I get through? I can Ashurian Mystic and Lightning Spark for 8 Flameshaper and another 8, so that's 16. I'm just going to completely ignore his Zymuses because I can't do anything about him, so killing him will just be a fruitless exercise. I'm not expecting to get through to player level 4, so there's no point in leveling up my Master of Elements or my Everflame Phoenix, so I'm just going to, straight to the head with the Shurian, Lightning Spark, and 2 Flameshaper triggers, provided he's alive. If he dies, I don't really see how he could die, because Dreadbolt won't take him out. Oh, shit. I did too. I totally forgot that the patch isn't in. Oh crap. Next Flameshaper. Move out of the way, me. Activation will be ignored. Am I in the right spot? Yes. What do we got? Deep Branch Prowler. So, I'm going to ignore him. Oh, that was an unlucky draw. What else did he play? Epidemic, I'm guessing. Why would you keep Shaper alive? I guess, yeah, because you don't want the damage coming through from the Stormbringer. Shurian Mystic. 4 to the head. Lightning Spark, and here you go. I'm going to cancel the ability of Flameshaper Savant. Battle. And I'm in a pretty good position here because a level 3 Spark will take him out. I don't think I have any level 3 Sparks. I definitely don't have any level 3 Sparks. But a Static Shock will do 2, and the Lightning Spark is another 5. And I can just chuck down a Stormbringer. And if in the unlikely event that my Flameshaper is still alive, he gets to trigger off those. Just going to let Bobby know. There you go. Second. There you go. Second one is cancelled. Ah, Grimgaunt. That would be scarier. Oh, Epidemic. That 2 damage goes through from the Ashurian Mystic. That will make... Oh, it would have to because you can't stop it. That will make all the difference. Now I'm set. Because that is exactly 7 damage. From my cards. And 3 from the Ashurian Mystic. Bam! And I could have chucked out a Stormbringer, but it doesn't actually matter. Ah, there we go. That is the deck that I think is broken. Let me know your thoughts. Are Flameshapers broken? I think they're ludicrous. I think they're boring to play against. I think they're boring to play. Anyway, that's all for me. I will see you another time. Thank you very much for watching.